Hi, I'm Cheri Valentine. I'm the creator of Tappy Hour. I'm also an entrepreneur soul mentor. And my goal is to help you to bring more feminine energy, intuition, and flow to grow your business and your life in a way that you love. That is your version of success. And using tapping is one of the ways that we can achieve that. Today we're going to focus on writing blocks. As entrepreneurs, we all have many things we need to write, we need to show up for. And I hear every day that I love to write, I'm a good writer, but when I sit down to actually do it, nothing happens. Or maybe you're one of the complainers who doesn't like to write at all and you feel like you have to force yourself to do it. So whatever end of the spectrum you're lying on, we're going to take care of that today with our tapping sequence. So before we get started, just take a deep breath and let it out. Give yourself a little clap and honor yourself for showing up and for being here, whether you're with me live right now or whether you are going to be joining us in the replay. Take this time for yourself. This is a gift that you can give to yourself. As entrepreneurs, we're always growing. And as we grow, we need to actually let go of some of the things that we may be holding on to, whether we're aware of them or not. And again, tapping is a fantastic way for us to do that. So let's take a breath. And just let yourself be here. Imagine a cord running from the base of your spine down into the center of the earth, connecting, expanding, and rooting you, centering you, keeping you centered and grounded, and allowing yourself to breathe in the supportive energy of the earth, surrounding you and filling you with this earth energy. And as you breathe, let it take with you anything you're ready to let go of. Fill in with this energy and let it light up anything that's just waiting to be released. And as we tap, know that the energy will just flow down this grounding cord into the center of the earth, where it will be transmuted and sent where it's needed, but you will be done with it. Also envision a bright white light coming from above and totally surrounding you and filling you. Filling in any spaces where you're letting things go. So as we sit and tap today, you will be filled with earth energy, you will be filled with divine energy, and you will be expanding as you are releasing. And it's just wonderful. So let's get started on tapping, shall we? We always start on the karate chop point, and you can just follow along with me. I just want to remind you, if you want a free guide, you are welcome to go to cherivalentine.com and click on the Tappy Hour page, where you can sign up to get a free guide that shows you the tapping points, that discusses what tapping is all about if this is new to you. And you also, and I highly encourage you to do this, on cherivalentine.com, is to sign up for my free Set Your Day for Success meditation series. 3 very simple, very short, very professionally produced meditations that will help you actually do what we just did, which is to ground your energy and really get supported for the day. Also, where you will be guided through some gratitudes, and where you will also be guided through setting your intentions. Wonderful, wonderful ritual to get into the habit of doing as an entrepreneur, which is really going to help you skyrocket your success. Okay, so now that we've done all that fun stuff, I just want to make sure that you know how to get more resources and help be successful. So now let's tap on the writing blocks that show up for us as entrepreneurs. We'll start on the karate chop point. Even though I don't like writing, but I have to do it, because as an entrepreneur, I have to reach people, and that's one way to do it. I love and accept myself as best as I can, even though I hate writing. Even though I don't want to write. I don't want to write these blog posts. I hate writing sales pages. I just don't like the marketing piece of my writing at all, but I have to do it. I'm doing my best to honor my feelings around this and to love and accept myself. Even though I don't like it, but I really think I have to do it. I'm struggling, and I'm doing my best to be okay with it. So now we're going to move through the points. And right now I am focusing on hating writing, but we're also going to go to those of you who love to write but get the block. I really don't like writing. It's not anything I've ever liked doing. I have no idea what to say. I sit down at the computer and nothing happens. I write stuff and it makes no sense. Or I sit there and nothing happens. I never did well in school with writing. I remember the big red marks I'd get all over my paper when I would spell things wrong, or I used improper grammar. And especially if I went to a Catholic school, oh boy, if I couldn't write well, that was not good. There's so many reasons that I don't like to write. All the bad grades I got, all the negative comments I received. There's so many reasons I don't like to write. I'd rather do anything than sit down and write. But I have to. I have to write. It's part of being an entrepreneur. I have to write emails. I have to write blog posts. I have to write on social media. I have to write sales pages. I have to write articles. I have to write my web pages. All of this writing I have to do, and I hate it. And even though I hate it, I'm trying to do it. I wonder if there's another way for me to see this. Maybe I don't have to do it. Maybe I can get support. Maybe I can choose to love some of it and not do all of it. There are people who do love to write and people who are really, really good at it. Maybe I can hire them to do some of my writing. Maybe instead of thinking of it as something I have to do, I can think of it as something I choose to do. After all, I'm brilliant. I have my own creative genius. I have wisdom and gifts to share. And writing is one way I can do that. So maybe instead of thinking that I have to do this, I can choose to do this from a loving space within myself. Maybe I can connect to the source within me, the inspiration within me, the wisdom within me, and allow the expression that's there to show up on the written page. That would be fun. That is something I can do. If I choose to see it as something I'm choosing to do, rather than something I have to do. I hate being told what to do. I hate doing things I have to do. I don't want to do anything that I don't want to do. And I don't want to write. However, I do want to share my message. I do want to make a difference in the world. I do want to help as many people as I can. And I do know that writing is one way I can do that. So maybe I will choose to love to write when I'm speaking to my favorite client. I will visualize my favorite client and pretend I'm just writing to her or him or them. I have something really important to say, and I'm going to give myself permission to say it in writing because I do love who I am, what I do, and what I have to share. Just take a breath and release it, and just check in with yourself. Oftentimes after we do that type of a tapping, some things are going to show up for you. You might be feeling a little better and expansive. You may have thought of something really specific that's lighting you up in not a good way. That's really good, because that's the negative goal that you want to release. That's where the wisdom is hiding, that's keeping you stuck and not letting you write. So if that's showing up, what you want to do is continue to tap on that specific memory or thought that you have until it loses its power over you and you can shift into a more positive space of choice. Okay? So that was for all of you who actually hate to write. Now I'm going to do one for those of you who who love to write but seem to clam up when it's time to do it. Like me. And most of my clients, because most of my clients actually are creative and they're quirky and they are really outspoken and well-spoken until they sit down on the computer and have to put it on paper. So this one is for all of you, okay? So we're going to start again on the karate chop point, because this is a different issue that we're tapping on right now. So even though I love to write, and I'm a good writer, something happens when I sit down to actually do it. All my inspiration dries up. It just disappears and I don't know where it goes. I had an idea. I know I want to express it, but somehow it's hiding now. I don't know where it is. And even though I really want to write, but I'm not writing, I'm choosing to love myself anyway. I choose to honor the part of me that's struggling right now. So even though I'm a great writer, and I love writing, and I want to write, somehow I just don't make the time to do it. And I'm choosing to let that be okay for now. And I know that that can shift and change in any moment. So even though I love writing, I'm a good writer, and I'm always so pumped when I'm done writing, something stops me from actually doing it. And even though that's true, I choose to be okay with that. I don't know what happens to me when I sit at my computer. I was filled with inspiration. I have all these ideas written down. I just came back from a fantastic walk and my head is filled. And now that I sit down and I'm ready to get it on paper, I don't know where it went. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to my idea, but it is gone. And I freeze. And so now, all the windows that are open on my computer are way more interesting to me. All those emails I've been avoiding, yep, I want to read them now. I'm willing to do anything right now other than write, because there's nothing coming out. And it's ridiculous, because I know once I get started, the words are just going to flow. I just got to get started. And I don't know why I won't get started. Something's keeping me from getting started. Last time I spent a lot of time writing, nothing good came of it. I was really excited. I was so pumped. I wrote the best sales page ever. And like no one showed up. I thought, okay, I've written my page. Marketing sweet. All the spots are there. I got it. I nailed it. But no one showed up. I don't know where everyone is. So now I'm not so keen on writing because I remember that. So I'm just going to collapse that memory. Maybe the time wasn't right. Maybe I wasn't ready for all the people who I wanted to come. Maybe the writing wasn't as good as I thought. Maybe it wasn't time. Maybe I did a great sales page, but that's all I did. I didn't do enough other things. You can't just write a sales page and think everyone will show up. Although I wish that were true. There are other steps we have to take. So maybe that one bad time when things didn't go the way I expected, and I was so disappointed, is stopping me now. I give myself permission to release that and let it go. It's okay. It's okay that I did all that writing and I was excited, and the results weren't what I expected. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a risk taker. I don't give up. I don't stop. I keep going. And I don't let a little thing like disappointment or perceived failure stop me. No, I don't. I'm an amazing writer, and I know it. And I choose to allow myself to write and to express myself and to express all these words I have inside me, all this wisdom I have to share with you, easily and effortlessly. I choose to sit down with ease and with grace and with excitement and with inspiration and write my newsletters, write my blog posts, write my social media posts, write those emails, write those sales letters. Whatever it is I need to write, whatever it is I choose to write, I'm going to do it easily and effortlessly because it's a gift I have. And I don't want to waste this gift. And I don't want to keep you and cheat you, my ideal customers and clients, from all this wisdom I have to share with you. You deserve to hear from me. And I'm going to give myself permission to write to you with love, with creativity, with honesty. I want to share that with you, and that is something I choose to do. Take a big breath. So how are you doing, folks? Check in with yourself, okay? Again, you may be feeling great. You may be feeling expansive. You may be like, yeah, I can do this. And, you know, next time you sit down to write, it is just going to be like flow. You may be feeling more resistance showing up. You may be feeling more blocked. Check with your body. Do you feel tight or do you feel lighter? Do you feel a pain somewhere, a knot in your stomach? Those are all really good clues that you're still holding on to something that is going to keep you from embracing writing the way that you can. So you want to always keep tapping until you feel an expression of light and of joy, and you'll be so surprised at what happens the next time you sit down to write. So I want to just let you all know that if you have any questions, you are welcome to email me at cheri@cherivalentine.com. And you are welcome to join me here every Tuesday at 11 o'clock. I'll do more tapping like this. And I would love to hear from you. Like, what are your burning issues as an entrepreneur that maybe aren't allowing you to express yourself as fully as you'd like to? Or maybe you're not having quite the results or the success you were hoping to have. What is it that's keeping you up at night that we can tap on so that we can change for you? And let's see. Hey, Mike Fountain, thanks for being here. And Stephanie, I appreciate that you're here too. Thanks for tapping with me today. And I wanted to actually, if anybody is willing, I'm going to turn off this broadcast, but if you want to join me in the green room for a little bit for a quick chat, I'd be happy to do that. So for all of you who are out there, thanks so much. I will see you next week, every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're always welcome to join me in the green room. We'll turn off the film strip, so don't worry if you're in your jammies or your makeup's not done. No one will see you. And you're always welcome, of course, to just watch it and tap along on your own. And the replay is always available for you. It's Cheri Valentine, and I will see you next week.